Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faroe Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Canes will kick it away to start us off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Hand off to the single back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Just when they're looking one, now up top. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw for it. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a
and it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Canes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards, but did what they're supposed to.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Dropping back, it's Johns. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They want to just keep throwing it. Fires and picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
After the run, now to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Smith takes the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile. Might be looking to run.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he drops to throw. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll go to the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles. On the ready.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Play action on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down in bounds, that's really impressive.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. Finds a tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying to convert this second and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just steamrolling his way through. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Hurricanes will snap it on first and 10.
3:25.
From the gun, the running back has it. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll immediately call timeout. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Phyllis, few programs ooze history quite like Tennessee and Alabama, and we've got an early clue on who might be firing up the victory cigars today. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Back to throw, it's Johns. He looks that one in nicely. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On the
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
They'll operate out of split backs. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, raining, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Johns. Pressure coming. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're facing a 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, it's Johns. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at the premium as this game goes on.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the left. He's off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last.
And they got him for the sack.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Johns. Spits it out to the back. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half. But man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Bringing it back at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
It's now second down after the short completion. He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Nothing but green ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got his man downfield. Out of 35, he's open. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Johns. Fires left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Got it. Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Ball in the air, intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Missouri!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking to pass on second down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Going up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the defense is fast. If he can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They'll give it on the counter. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after him. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some movement into the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Tunsil. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got room at the 35. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Getting some heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Here's the handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive line to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Get set, get set. Yankee blue, Yankee blue.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And tackled there by the defense. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you just try to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. To the air, it's Johns. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he'll pull it in inside the And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Miami! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wants to throw. It's Tunsil. He's going up top here late in the game. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Kentucky opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hurricanes hit it quickly to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Looking to take a shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that drop.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful.
And he's running in the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Okay,
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays with this offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Caves! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And This offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
He wants a big play here late. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
One more play to pad the stats. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
On the double.
Offense set on 1st down.
Slide 22.
He's looking to pass. Trying to get to it. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.